Well, first things first, we've got a big surprise coming episode 13 from MJF to his bodyguard, you could say, in sorts, and Wardlow. Finley, our general manager, announces that the winner of Kenny Omega versus Shinsuke Nakamura in an I Quit match will be added to a 6-man Armageddon Gauntlet match that Cody Rhodes is also going to be a part of if he retains his championship tonight. We may see Randy, we may see Bryan Danielson, you never know. And now we're getting into one out of our two 8-man ladder matches. This one in particular being a fatal 4-way ladder match. As you just saw, we have the Dark Order coming out next. We've got War Machine, Hanson, and Rose. And then following these two, we also have Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, also known as Sammy KO. And we have Umaga and William Regal competing here tonight in this fatal 4-way tag ladder match, also known as the Tag Series finale or finals, I guess you could say. As you know, we've got to this point, and now all they have to do is win this match, and they have a guaranteed title shot against either the Shield or Edge and Christian, whoever wins the tag team championship matchup that happens later. Pretty excited to say that we're gonna get this match, because let's be honest, a fatal 4-way ladder match is way more exciting than just getting any one of these teams in a standard 2v2 tag match. Especially when you get these two men here in a tag match together. Sami Zayn can pull off some amazing feats of agility, along with Kevin Owens being a brutal powerhouse walking despite his stature, because he's really not the biggest man. But let's be honest, Kevin Owens in his own right is definitely a little bit of a brawler and definitely a damn good wrestler, and that's for a fact. But speaking of a damn good wrestler, we've got William Regal, personally one of my favorite grapplers, especially here in damn Defiant Wrestling. And you know, his tag team partner being the Big Blue, Umaga, the Samoan Bulldozer. That really helps his odds here tonight, because yeah, Rose got Hanson, but can Hanson withstand some of the stuff that Umaga could probably withstand? Umaga could potentially be a world champion if directed into the right direction. And I think that's what William Regal is trying to do with this man. Speaking of this man, he is finally at the top of the stairs. And these two are the final team we are waiting for to get this tag match started. But what a way for us to get into this pay-per-view. We had a impromptu tables match with MJF versus the Sandman. If you haven't watched that yet, highly recommend you go and check that out. But of course, before you do that, you might want to watch the rest of this matchup going on here, plus the rest of the pay-per-view. And you know, leave in the comment section down below, who do you think will win this matchup? Out of these four teams that are going head-to-head right now, a bunch of action is happening in the ring as Hanson takes out Kevin Owens, William Regal took out Sami Zayn, Umaga taking out Evil Uno, and Rowe taking out Stu Grayson. Now, we've got the two grapplers and the two Hosses going at it. Well, I guess you could say Rowe's a bit of a grappler, a bit of a striker, as he takes William Regal outside while Hanson and Umaga are going back and forth. German suplex to Umaga and a front or inverted Alabama slam into that ladder as Sami Zayn goes flying over the top rope. Holy shit, I was not expecting that at all. As Big Boy Hanson here looks like he's gonna go flying himself as everybody is getting back up and Hanson takes them all down. And oh, Kevin Owens, he's looking a little flustered. He doesn't know if he's gonna Oh, he's definitely gonna. Kevin Owens being the next man to go for a suicide dive, and well, he hit it. He goes for it, and he hits that rolling senton, taking everybody out, including his tag partner, kind of like Hanson did there. But what doesn't matter, that kind of stuff tends to happen in tag team matches of this caliber, as Umaga is looking to go flying. Thankfully, William Regal has been moved out of the way. Whether he did that on his own accord or what, we don't exactly know, but he's making his way over here towards our announce table and grabbing some ladders. He knows he's going to need the big boys if he's going to grab that briefcase. He's not playing into what would be kind of a stereotype in some ladder matches, grabbing these smaller ones that are around the ring to climb up and grab the briefcase that's hanging obviously way too high. As William Regal is getting ready to set that up, Sami Zayn was just kind of beating Umaga's face off of the barricade there as everybody else is still kind of taken out. William Regal climbing the ladder here. Oh, and Sami Zayn, he springboards in and he climbs up the ladder too. And we've got a war of fists between these two men here on top of the ladder, right underneath the briefcase. And who will win this battle and maybe get their hands on the briefcase? Oh, Sami Zayn smacks his head off the top of that ladder. Oh, and he picks him up for a brainbuster, and he sends him all the way down, and they both crash straight down to the mat from the top of that ladder. Speaking of top of the ladder, Kevin Owens here paying a little homage to Jeff Hardy, and he hits a swanton bomb on that bridging ladder there, but that bridging ladder did not break as the Dark Order is teaming up on Umaga there. Ro looks to be taken out, and Kevin Owens is now making his way up the ladder. Same ladder, of course, that Sami and William Regal were just fighting on, and Kevin Owens is the first man to have his hands on the briefcase. But Stu Grayson of the Dark Order climbing up quick, making his way up there, and now we've got another battle of the elbows here between Stu Grayson and Kevin Owens, as they're both almost knocking each other off, but they're still fairly fresh. We're only about, I'd say, approximately like 3 to 4 minutes into this matchup necessarily. If you're counting the entrances, we can say about 7, almost 8 minutes, as Umaga hits Evil Uno with that devastating strike. Oh, and he's sending these boys over, and they all fall out to that ladder, bridged across the ring to the stairway there, as Umaga picks up Hanson and he slams him on that ladder there. Oh, Sami Zayn kind of thinking of a similar scenario as he hits him with that belly-to-belly suplex. Oh, we're going to see a fall of man here to Umaga as Rowan Hanson got the better of Umaga here. Something that hasn't happened too much here in this matchup, but the Dark Order were kind of doing a decent job earlier till Stu Grayson decided he had to cut off Kevin Owens. Speaking of a Dark Order member trying to cut off another man in this ladder match, the second man to have his hands on that briefcase, being stopped by Evil Uno as his partner Stu Grayson just ate a power bomb on that ladder that was bridged from earlier by William Regal. Kevin Owens getting that ladder set up as Stu Grayson looks like he's dead out here. We've got a crazy scenario here between 5 men. Kevin Owens and Evil Uno teaming up on Raw as Sami Zayn, and now William Regal are teaming up on Hanson. Hanson going through that ladder as Umaga Samoan spikes Kevin Owens off the ladder. Sami Zayn half and half suplex to William Regal off of that ladder bridge. Evil Uno got hung up there. This is all just crazy action right now as Umaga sends Ro down with a Super Samoan drop from the top of the ladder. No way half of this field is getting up. There's no way. William Regal is somehow making his way to his feet along with Sami. Kevin Owens, oh, I thought he was being nice, but he hits Stu Grayson with a stunner just to make sure he's down and out. as he rolls back into the ring. Stu Grayson looks like he's all snuggled up to himself as package pile driver to William Regal, and Sami Zayn picks him up for that brain buster, but Umaga hits Kevin Owens with that running super kick and catches Sami Zayn with that Samoan spike. That Samoan spike has been fairly devastating throughout this whole match, and it may just earn Umaga and William Regal victory. And yes, it does. Umaga and William Regal move on to Armageddon to face the tag champions, whether they are the Shield or whether it's Edge and Christian. You'll just have to stay tuned for that match.